Christmas Day, I received a message request on this app, which I don't usually check, but why was I looking at my message requests on Christmas Day? It's quite sad, isn't it? Happened to see this message request. It said, I'm 6'6" and a lawyer from London. How can I apply to date you? Right. I'll put proof of this. Which I must admit intrigued me. It was like one of those anonymous accounts. And after assuming a couple of mulled wines, I decided to reply with exactly what I was thinking. So I said, highly doubt any of those things are true, but I could be wrong, couldn't I? Because I also thought this could be the old AI. You know what I mean? I was suspicious. As he continued to reply, it became more and more apparent that this person was a human being. Potentially not a 6'6" lawyer from London, but a human being. Then he asked my phone number. I said, no, but you can have my email. Which, obviously, I didn't think he would email me. I suppose it was a bit of a test. He did. He emailed me. We started emailing backwards and forwards. There were these lovely long emails that said things like, Dearest Rue, I thought of you today when... blah, blah, blah. Like something out of a Richard Curtis film. Within this time, he'd emailed me pictures of himself, so like I knew who I was talking to vaguely. And I really enjoyed it. We need to be emailing more in this manner. That's not a message for any colleagues. I was loving doing it. Oh, very sweet and very nice. Obviously cave and give him my number, and we return to regular modern day form of communication of texting. So then he asked me to go for a drink with him in London. I don't actually live in London, I just happen to be there. I thought, oh, I can't, can I? Meet for a drink with a man from TikTok? Surely not. Surely not. It's outrageous. So I met him in Brixton. I was curious, and it'll be a funny story to tell. And even he said that. He was like, are you going to do a TikTok about this? And I went, no. I think now I've got a right to do a TikTok about this, whether he likes it or not, so stay tuned. So I'm waiting for him outside of this pub, right? And a bride and groom on their wedding day are having their wedding photos done, and I'm in the background, and our first hug, he arrives, and our first hug is in the background of this couple's wedding photos. And the first thing he says is, I know this is an intense thing to say, but if we get married, we need to invite those people to our wedding. And guys, he was a 6'6" lawyer from London. Couldn't believe my bloody eyes. I was like hugging his waist. Cock height. Well, no, not really. I mean, that would be quite convenient. Sorry. Anyway, he then hands me his card. He goes, I need the loo. Get anything you like. I'll have a Guinness, please. How trusting. I don't know what to do. I had a lawyer's card in my hand. Then we had the most wonderful date that lasted 7 hours. Only had 3 drinks. Laughed and we talked, and it was so nice. And I just felt so comfortable. And he was very confident. At one point, he put my glass on his side of the table. So he was on the booth side, like a woman. And he was like, I'd like you to come and sit around this side, please. Yes, sir. We have a wonderful time, right? He's having a lovely time too, and he keeps telling me he's having a lovely time. He's a bit like, I mean, they all claim they're Labradors nowadays, don't they? But I think he actually was quite Labradorish. We leave the pub, and he was like, this is the best date I've ever been on. I really like you. When can I see you again? In that moment, he books train to Bristol. Do I say where I live? Yeah, it's fine. Bristol to come and see me. When we were on the tube home, when I had to get off, he went, go out and leave the station and I'll order you an Uber, which I obviously refused. How lovely. The 2-week gap between date and train booked. We're speaking every day. We're calling all the time. I'm tee-hee-heeing away. He's saying how excited he is. Which brings us to yesterday, which was the day of this magical weekend we were going to spend together. And I rushed back from work after telling all of my co-workers that I'm having a boy over. I don't do this often. Start getting my flat ready. I tidy. I fucking hoover. I prepare my flat. I prepare myself. He was texting me being like, I'm so excited to see you. I'm bringing you fruit because I've been unwell. Hey, you'll notice I'm in bed alone. Wouldn't it be crazy if he was next to me? He texts me at 3 p.m. and says the trains are fucked at Paddington. And I think, oh, bless him. Bless him. He's all stuck at Paddington with fruit. He said because of the storm. The storm didn't happen in Bristol. It was a light breeze, as strong as a toddler coughing on you. It was fine, right? So I'm like, that's weird. I trust my instincts and check the I'm running out of time. Check the Trainline app. And weird, I'm part 2 coming, sorry,